Hi guys, it's Nunu. I'm in MLA format lesson number 1, What's in Your Inbox, Teachers 30 Points. I am here because there seems to be a little bit of confusion about this assignment. So I've revised this assignment and have added on this information here. Let's read it together. What will you do for this assignment? You're going to write a paragraph in which you, number 1, explain how teachers can pose an obstacle to student success, and 2, in this paragraph, quote a passage or passages from an article you find in a West Los Angeles College Library database that will help you to make your point about how teachers can pose an obstacle to student success. And after you post this work, then you will complete 2 peer evaluations per directions in number 4 below. So here are the directions right here, all of them. Showing you how to search a database in this video, explaining exactly what you need to do, listing chapter 4 of our textbook as a research and learning, as a resource and learning how to quote. And of course you have all this information about how to evaluate 2 of your peers' works. Now you're going to need to click on this link here, which contains questions you need to answer for each peer's work. You'll just copy these questions right in here. You'll copy them here, copy them, and you'll post them into an assignment, okay, into a posting, and answer these questions for your peers. Now, let's go back to the directions. And I've told you you have a tutorial to show you how to use the databases, and you also have a number of helpful links I've put in here for you about how to quote. And I've created an example here for you that I revised to help you even more with this assignment. So I went into a West Los Angeles College database, and let me just blow up the screen a little bit, make it bigger. And I found an article by Douglas Anderson in Academic One file. And let's see how I used the quote from Douglas Anderson. So I started out by first identifying an obstacle to student success. I didn't just plop a quote down, and that's not what you're supposed to do. You need to explain the quote, show how the quote supports whatever contention you're making about a teacher-posed obstacle to student success. So let's look at what I wrote here. Teachers who do not work hard to become and remain good teachers are obstacles to student success. So I identified the obstacle first. And I wrote, in a 2016 article published in the Chronicle of Higher Education, Southern Illinois University philosophy professor Douglas Anderson declares that there is no magic or romance in good teaching. Per Anderson, teaching requires work, serious commitment to, and caring for student learning. To become and remain a good teacher, teachers must care enough about their students to be perennial students themselves, constant students themselves, learning of new developments in their field and new teaching strategies and technologies that help them to teach. They cannot be lazy. Okay, so this is the kind of quote you need to write. You need to identify an obstacle to student success and then introduce your source. And my source here is this guy, Douglas Anderson from Southern Illinois University. And I've identified his article as a 2016 article published in the Chronicle of Higher Education. I did not need to put in the article title. I can just simply give the publication date and where it was published and identify my source, Douglas Anderson. And the first time I identify him, I give his first and last name. After that, I can simply say Anderson, such as here, per Anderson. All right, so you'll need to study this carefully in here. And let me actually take you into the Academic One file where I found this article by Douglas Anderson. And if you look to the right of the screen here, you'll notice that I can email this article to myself. I can highlight it, I can put notes in it, I can print it, I can do a lot of things. So it's a good idea to email the article to yourself, and the articles are fairly short. And what's really nice about the article is that it already has the MLA 8 citation by Douglas Anderson. I don't need to do it. It's already here. I just need to copy it. So copy it and paste it into my work. So that's what I did. I simply grabbed a hold of the citation. I put work cited here, not works, but work cited because it was one work I'm citing. I pasted it up here. I wrote in my topic sentence, identifying the obstacle to student success, and I used what Anderson wrote in his article to support my point. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our directions here and tell you that you need to read them very carefully. In here you have lots of helpful links here in a video to watch. So if you have any questions or concerns, just email me here in inbox and I'll see your message to me and I'll respond promptly. Okay, so I hope that these notes were useful to you for this assignment, MLA Format Lesson 1, What's in Your Inbox. And again, if you have any questions or concerns, I'm right here. Just email me.